Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is your host with the most, White Boy 7th Street, and welcome to the classic Black Ops 1 High Roller Wager Match gun game. And we are going to be talking about in this video why we're protesting the new Call of Duty 2016 Space Warfare set in a super futuristic setting way in the future from Advanced Warfare, and why we're going to be protesting Black Ops 3 and all the DLC and microtransactions, and why the online gaming community should come together yet again like they did in my Call of Duty Then vs. Now. A lot of frustrations in the comment section on that video. It has 800,000 views. It's doing really well, and I think that's because the Call of Duty community is frustrated in the current state of COD and where it is projected to be going, because no one asked for Space Warfare. And especially after Advanced Warfare, you think they would listen to the community, but they absolutely don't. But, and right here, this is so frustrating. I had hit markers on like 3 separate people, and nope, nothing. Not even an assist. Anyways, so I am open-minded to a Call of Duty in space, because if they made Call of Duty Star Wars, and you never heard of Star Wars, and it was never a thing made by George Lucas, there was no movies, you would think, oh my god, they're going to be bouncing off of asteroids. But really, I think, like Star Wars Battlefront, they had pretty much, for the most part, boots on the ground, a jetpack here and a jetpack there. So I'm like, just because it's set in space doesn't mean it's going to be like bouncing off of asteroids and super jetpacky like Advanced Warfare. We can only hope that it's not like that, and it's like the classic Black Ops 1, and it returns to like a war simulator and nitty and gritty. I mean, that's not going to happen in the future. I mean, I just don't see it possibly me being emotionally invested in some futuristic fake world that has these nations and these planets fighting each other. There's got to be no connection there. But why I'm protesting this, and I find it completely ridiculous that no one has really caught on to this, it's obvious that they released this Space Warfare news tidbit leak. Call of Duty leaks every single year. They do it. It's Call of Duty who's leaking all this stuff, by the way. And they purposely put out this Space Warfare tidbit of information to distract the Call of Duty community and change the conversation from the atrocity that's going on in the Black Ops 3 black market, where they're promoting gambling to underage kids. They will not release the specific algorithms to how you get these weapons in the Black Ops 3 supply drops. Every other casino will release the odds and tell you what the game is. We don't know what it is in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 in the black market. It's suspect that if you pay real money, you get the weapons a lot faster than if you use COD points. And not just faster because you're going to have access to more supply drops. Just if you open the same amount of supply drops with COD points versus crypto keys that you earn by playing, you get the weapons and better stuff with the money that you spend, rather than that's pay to win. That's obviously pay to win, and they're trying to distract the Call of Duty community, and I found that outrageous, and I'm not going to sit for this. And the only way that we are going to change Call of Duty and for them to listen to the community is if we use our voice with our wallets, because that's the only thing they care about is dollars and cents. That's the only. They're a publicly traded company. Activision stock has been performing horrible, by the way, and it's obvious because they're not listening to the Call of Duty community. That's why their stock is going down year after year. But if they're not going to listen to our rants and to our suggestions and to our feedback and our pleas, they're going to listen to our wallets. So if you're standing with me, do not pre-order Call of Duty 2016. Do not buy any Black Ops 3 DLC. Do not buy any more COD points if you have already. And here's until we get some promises from Call of Duty, and that's an open line of communication first and foremost. We need a community manager. There is no Black Ops 3 community manager. For God's sakes, the lead developer, David Vonderhaar, is the best community manager that Call of Duty has ever had, and he needs to focus on fixing the game and making the game better and adding things. And I'm probably not qualified after after that little death right there. But there is no Call of Duty community manager, and I'm sorry, Tina is not qualified to be the community manager for the next Call of Duty 2016. She was the previous Infinity Ward community manager versus Ghost, and she proceeded to private her Twitter account because she couldn't handle the heat from the Call of Duty community. And to be fair, she didn't really do anything to change the game or listen to the community. They're more of just punching bags, and I'm proud to announce that I am running for Call of Duty community counselor. Not a community manager, but there needs to be something. We need to have a presidential election between a few selective people in the Call of Duty community who are actually in the Call of Duty community and who know and who listen to the feedback and who are they have their ear to the floor, who are in the community. If you have less than a 2 KD, you are not qualified to be a Call of Duty community manager. And it's so stupid. Like, the people at Activision have got so comfortable releasing these games over and over each and every year that they just think they know it all, and they're not listening to any of the concerns for the Call of Duty community. And one thing that I'm really concerned about is how they tried to manipulate the entire Call of Duty community by releasing this Call of Duty space warfare nonsense when they really need to generate money for Black Ops 3 on the supply drops, because their quarter earnings are coming up and they have to show to their stockholders that Black Ops 3 is going to be the most profitable Call of Duty of all time. And that's why they're doing this, to distract us. And I'm not done ranting on the supply drops. I'm just getting freaking started. But why I'm protesting Call of Duty 2016 is because we need a community manager that's actually got to be someone in the community who will listen to the community and give valuable feedback to the developers, and not suck the Call of Duty cock and be a punching bag and just a face that the Call of Duty community can go to. We need somebody that's actually got to do work and is actually going to change the game to the benefits of the 99% of people who play the game. Not the snipers, not the competitive community, but the casual community. We need a voice of the people, and your voice is your money. So we're not pre-ordering any Call of Duty. We're not buying any DLC. We're not buying any more COD points until we get some answers.